Last month, a 68-year-old couple arrived at the cruise port with their mobility scooter, excited for the trip they had been planning for years. It was the same ship they had sailed on before, the same cabin category, the same cruise line they trusted. But this time, something unexpected happened. Security stopped them right at the terminal. They never made it on board. No refund, no second chance. Their entire vacation ended before it even began, all because one small rule had changed and nobody had told them. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Situations like this are starting to happen more often, especially to passengers over 50 and 60. Cruise lines have quietly updated multiple policies, and if you don't know about them, you could be the next person standing at the port watching your ship leave without you. That's exactly why staying updated matters, because most people only find out these things when it's already too late, and by then, there's nothing you can do about it. Cruise lines are not just changing rules randomly. They are tightening systems, adding requirements, and shifting how things work behind the scenes. Some of these changes can actually save you money if you know how to use them properly, but others can get you denied boarding, delayed at the terminal, or even removed from the ship midway through your trip. So the goal here is simple. You don't want to cruise with guesswork. You want to cruise with awareness, so nothing catches you off guard. Let's start with one of the most common reasons seniors are now being stopped at the terminal. Something as simple as a mobility scooter. A 72-year-old woman had used the same scooter on multiple cruises without any issue. She knew the routine, she knew the ship, and boarding had always been smooth. But on her most recent trip, she was stopped before check-in. Her scooter measured 24 inches wide, while the cabin door was only 22 inches. Just a 2-inch difference was enough to cancel her entire cruise. What changed wasn't her scooter. What changed was the rule. Cruise lines tightened these policies after safety drills revealed that oversized scooters could block hallways and emergency exits. In a real emergency, even one blocked passage can put hundreds of people at risk. That's why now, if your device doesn't fit, they won't make exceptions at the port. And the mistake most people make is assuming it worked last time, so it will work again. That assumption is exactly what gets people denied boarding. The solution is simple but needs to be done early. Before your trip, measure the exact width of your scooter, wheelchair, or walker. Include armrests, mirrors, everything. Then confirm directly with the cruise line about cabin door size. If it doesn't match, either upgrade to an accessible cabin or rent an approved device. That one step alone can save your entire vacation. Now here's another situation that's catching a lot of people off guard, and it has nothing to do with luggage or equipment. It's an email. A 66-year-old woman booked a long cruise, prepared everything in advance, and felt completely ready. About 2 days before sailing, she received an email asking her to complete a health declaration. She ignored it, thinking it was just another promotional message. At the port, she was pulled aside, sent into secondary screening, and made to wait for hours while others boarded. She almost missed her cruise because of one email she didn't open. What's happening now is that cruise lines are moving health checks online before you even arrive. They want to identify risks early, rather than deal with problems on board. If you don't complete those forms, your booking gets flagged automatically. That's how you end up delayed, stressed, or even denied boarding. The fix here is easy but requires awareness. 3 days before your cruise, check your email carefully. Anything related to health forms, declarations, or documents should be completed immediately. It takes a few minutes but can save you hours of trouble at the terminal. Now let's talk about something completely different, something that most people miss, but it can actually put money back in your pocket. A couple once saved nearly $500 on their cruise just by asking one simple question. They called the cruise line and said, "We are over 65. Are there any offers available for us?" That's it. No special trick, no promotion, just asking the right question. Here's what most people don't realize. Cruise lines often have hidden discounts that are not shown on their website. These offers are usually available through loyalty departments and are only applied when you specifically ask for them. If you just log in and book online, you pay full price. But if you call and ask, you might unlock discounts between 10 to 25%. Timing also matters. The best window to ask is usually between 30 to 60 days before your cruise, and if one agent says there's nothing available, it doesn't always mean there's nothing there. Sometimes it just means you need to call again and speak to someone else. That small effort can save you hundreds. Now let's move to something more serious. Travel insurance. If you're over 70 and cruising to remote destinations, some cruise lines are now requiring proof of insurance before allowing you to board. And the reason behind this is simple but shocking. Medical evacuations from ships can cost anywhere between $50,000 to $150,000. In one real case, a helicopter evacuation cost $127,000. That's not a small expense, and cruise lines don't want to carry that risk anymore. So now, on certain routes, insurance is no longer optional. If you don't have proper coverage, you may not be allowed to board at all. So what should you do? Make sure your insurance includes at least $100,000 in medical evacuation coverage, and don't assume it's optional. Always confirm with the cruise line before your trip so you don't face surprises at the port. Now, here's something positive, something almost no one talks about. On many ships, passengers over 65 can request a complimentary consultation with the onboard doctor during the first day. Most people never use this because they don't even know it exists, but it can be extremely valuable. One passenger discovered a dangerous interaction between her regular medication and a seasickness pill she was planning to take. That one consultation likely prevented a serious health issue. And the best part is, it's free, but only if you ask early. So once you board, take a few minutes, go to guest services, and request a consultation. Bring your medication list and ask any concerns you have. It's a simple step, but it can give you peace of mind for the entire trip. Now, beyond rules and risks, there are also hidden advantages that seniors can use. For example, long boarding lines. Many people assume they have to stand and wait like everyone else, but that's not always true. If you politely ask for assistance, especially if standing for long periods is difficult, staff often have options to help you board faster. The same goes for upgrades. Seniors traveling alone or with loyalty history are often prioritized when empty cabins are available. It's not guaranteed, but it happens more often than people think. A simple call before your cruise letting them know you're open to upgrades can sometimes lead to a better cabin without extra cost. Another area where most people lose money is shore excursions. If you book everything online in advance, you usually pay full price. But onboard, at the excursion desk, seniors can often get discounts of 10 to 20%. The difference is that onboard staff can manually apply discounts while the website cannot. So instead of booking everything early, a smarter strategy is to book only essential tours in advance and leave the rest for onboard booking where discounts may apply. At this point, you probably realize something important. Cruising today is not just about booking a trip and showing up. It's about understanding how the system works now. The people who stay informed save money, avoid stress, and have a much smoother experience. The ones who don't often learn the hard way. If you take away just a few things, make sure you remember this. Always measure your mobility devices before your trip. Always check and complete required emails and forms. Always ask about discounts instead of assuming prices are fixed. Always confirm insurance requirements, and always take advantage of services that are already available to you. Because the biggest difference between a smooth cruise and a stressful one is not luck, it's awareness. And here's the reality most people still don't see. These changes are only the beginning. Cruise lines are already testing new policies and perks specifically for seniors, and over the next few years, the gap between informed and uninformed travelers will only grow bigger. So the goal is not to cruise in fear, the goal is to cruise smarter, stay ahead of changes, and make sure nothing ruins a trip you've been looking forward to for months or even years.